number a distant memory now?
It certainly seems so, Axel, and to be honest with you, I was rather bemused that the market was quite so spooked about it at the end of last week. Yes, a distant memory, and of course everybody was calling the rally that we saw in markets yesterday the World Bank rally. On that basis, IMF due to also up their global growth forecast next week. Perhaps we'll have an IMF rally next week too.
So have investors stopped fretting about pre-earnings announcements?
I still think that this is going to be an earnings, this earnings season is going to be pivotal. I mean, after all, in the US, we're now at about 17 times forward earnings. That's quite a challenging level. Perhaps less of a problem in Europe, although they still need to come up with the goods over the course of 2014. So, you know, as I say, I think there is still an element of caution out there, but, you know, there still seems to be forward momentum in equities going to 2014. Not quite the breakneck speed in 2013, but it's still going forward.
Sure. I mentioned the autos. I mean, these numbers do look good. Yes, we're coming from a very low base. What does this suggest to you?
Well, there's a few things going on here, Axel. First of all, I mean, the car park in Europe has aged. The average age of a car now in Europe is about 7.5 years old. Some of these are just falling over. There are a lot of the auto makers are putting some really good deals in place. And in Spain, for instance, you've got, you know, the scrappage scheme was reintroduced in October. So all these things are helping to drive these sales numbers forward. And as you say, you know, the largest monthly increase in almost 4 years.
And I want to get a word from you on the retailers as well. You know, when we look at it generally, it's been a pretty mixed bag. What's your take generally on the sector and investing in this sector?
Oh, well, it's interesting, isn't it? I mean, how times have changed. In, you know, 1990s until, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years ago, it was all about the race for space, the large formats. Now it's all about downsizing and convenience stores. And we see this in the Carrefour numbers, which were out this morning. And, of course, some in the UK, such as Tesco's, are still dealing with that real estate legacy rather badly, I'd have to say, at this point.
Just want to get one final word on the periphery. I mean, I mentioned it in the autos story. It seems to be the story of the year so far, this drop in peripheral bond yields. We see it continue in Spain as well now.
Yeah, it's been absolutely huge. We've seen a 30 to 40 basis point compression in yields since Christmas. It's been driving some of the cyclical stocks in particular in Spain and Italy, and there's been signs over the last few days this is broadening out into Portugal and Greece as well.